Hi guys, welcome back to The Vanity. It's Jennifer. So today what we're going to do is a empties video. I wanted to do this before my empties got too long. It's still going to be pretty long looking at what's in my drawer, but the good thing is I do have quite a bit of makeup to share, and I'm going to start with that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so first up on the list I have the Bye Bye Pores by IT Cosmetics. I did go ahead and repress this so the pan is completely empty. I enjoyed this. It was just a translucent powder. I don't feel like it did anything like super dramatic to my pores, but I would probably repurchase it. However, I like the NARS, like that crystal powder, a little bit better than this one, but I did use it all up. And I feel like I went through it fairly quickly as far as powders go. So next up on the powders list is this one from CYO. It's a brand that you can get at Walgreens. I did a full review of some of their items when they first launched. I haven't purchased anything recently, but I'll link that if you're interested. This is their matte press powder. I got it in Fair. And again, I did the same thing. I did go ahead and repress this one and used it all. It was a really beautiful powder. It was nice and smooth. I didn't have any problems with it, and I really enjoyed using it. I also really liked having a mattifying powder, which is not something I would usually purchase, but it really helped out using a lot of my dewier foundations, keeping them a little bit more in control throughout the day. Sticking with powders, this is the Loreal Glam Bronze. I did use this up. I don't believe it's called this anymore. It is still made, I believe, but it's not called the Glam Bronze. The color that I picked mine up in was 01 Light. This I did repress a little bit in the middle here that you could see. I kind of just chipped away what was around the outside and repressed that in the middle, but I did use this all up. It had a little bit of like a satin finish. I really enjoyed it. I would consider purchasing it again, but I think it took me like 2 summers to use it all up, so I just have a lot of other bronzers that I'm going to try and work through first, but I really enjoyed that. It was a very smooth bronzer. It had a little bit of a glow, like I said, but it was more on the cool tone side. Now that's just the shade Light. I don't know if the rest of them are cool toned like that. Next up I have this little sample size of the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is their hydrating primer. I really like this. The consistency of it reminds me of something in between the Smashbox Primerizer and Too Faced Hangover RX. It's a little bit thicker than the Smashbox product, but it's a little bit more of a gel type consistency than the Too Faced product, but I enjoyed it. I'm not going to go out of my way to repurchase it at this time though. So I have 2 mascaras that I used up. I have this Mally Volumizing Mascara. I didn't buy this. I believe it came in some sort of subscription box, which it's been a really long time since I have gotten a subscription box, but I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase it. It had a regular like bristled brush, but I didn't feel like it did anything outstanding. It was just a great everyday mascara, but I feel like you could get one at the drugstore that does the same exact thing. But if you're like a diehard fan of Mally, it was a pretty good one. Then I have the CoverGirl Supersizer Mascara. I really liked this. It did a really good job of combing out each individual lash. Everybody knows this is a pretty good mascara, so I'm not going to go too in-depth on it, but I will likely purchase again in my future. I have a couple of brow products here. I have the NYX Control Freak Clear Eyebrow Gel. I really enjoyed this. It's a little bit lighter than the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, but it's a great everyday one. I don't know if they make this in colors, but mine got pretty disgusting after a while just because I fill in my eyebrows with brown, and this is all cloudy and gross looking, but I would definitely rebuy. Then I have the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. This is the Universal Taupe one. I believe they make other colors now, but the Universal Taupe is usually what I purchase, and it works well for me even though my eyebrows are pretty much black. I like that it doesn't make them too dark, so if you can be a little heavy-handed, it's not going to give you really intensely drawn-on brows, and I really like it. So I have picked this up multiple times now. Generally, I wait till Black Friday to see if it's on sale or something like that to make it a little more affordable. I'm seeing that you can go through brow products quite quickly, but I do really like this one. And actually I have a couple of more mascaras, but I have these sample sizes. I have the BareMinerals Lash Domination. This is their volumizing mascara. I don't mind this mascara, but using it in this form, the wand on here, like the actual bristle is just so big for this tiny little sample. It made it really hard to use, so I don't know how much I actually used, but it started to dry up. Then I have this Lashcraft by Sephora. This is their Lengthen Volume Mascara, and I actually really liked this. It gave a nice fluffy lash. The wand on here is a bristle brush, and it has more of like a flat surface and then a little bit bigger, so you can really get in there and comb them out. And it's very soft, so if you tend to poke your eyes a lot with mascara, this would be a good one to try. And it just gives it like a really lengthening, fluffy lash, and I really like it. This again was something I got in a subscription box. It says Dr. Lip Miracle Balm. I just kept this up here to put something on my lips while I was doing my makeup. It was a nice balm though. It actually sunk into the skin and really hydrated those dry areas, so I enjoyed it. Next up is this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight in Opal. It doesn't look like it's all the way gone, but I really can't get the stuff out of the bottom of here, and I'm really sick of trying. But as you can see, I used up quite a bit of that there, and it looks like the wand is sitting in a bunch, but it's not. That actually is just kind of around the outside of the tube, and I've kept this on my desk standing straight up to try and get everything down there. I've kept it sideways to, you know, hopefully get it on the side here, and it's just not worth the hassle because I have so much other makeup that I'm done with it. I'm done with it. But that's it for makeup. Let's move on to the rest of my goodies. Okay, so next up I'm going to go through, I think, my hair care stuff. So I have this Bumble and Bumble Prep Primer. It's a lightweight pre-styler. It's for fine hair. It also helps to make the comb through a little bit easier on your hair, and I really liked this. I don't know that I would pay full price for it because I'm cheap sometimes when it comes to hair products, but I have stumbled across a lot of Bumble and Bumble stuff that I do like enough to pay full price for, and I really did like this. So I might check out like the cosmetic companies. Sometimes they have them there, or like a sale or something, use my 20% off. But I did really like this. I also have the Bumble and Bumble Surf Spray. This is a salt spray for beachy windswept styles. I really enjoyed this. My hair, if you guys been watching me for a while, you know, it's just kind of got like a little bit of a wiggle. It's not a really big wave today. I did just flat iron it because I showered last night and it was kind of a mess this morning. So that's how I dealt with it this morning. But I really enjoyed this, and the really great thing about it is it didn't make my hair overly crunchy, which sometimes salt sprays can really do, but it helped really bring out more of that wave in my hair, which I really appreciate because, again, mine is just a little bit of a wiggle, so it needs a little bit of help getting itself looking more curly. So I did really like this, and I started off with a sample size and I repurchased the full size, which I will likely buy again. Then I have another curl spray. This one is by AG Haircare. It's their Curl Trigger Curl Defining Spray. This one was okay. I won't rebuy it. It did make my hair way too crunchy. So let's say I washed my hair one day and I didn't want to wash it the next. I would have to almost like rinse my hair so that I could put in more product, because it just really made it crunchy and tangly, and I don't know, I felt like it could almost cause breakage in my hair, like if I had to brush through it to get out any, you know, snarls and stuff. So this one I won't rebuy. I did use it all up though. And then I have the Matrix Total Results So Long Damage Break Fix. It's a leave-in elixir. It's supposed to help your hair stay long and not break and just make it healthy. It's kind of like a creamy, milky consistency, not like a heavy cream, but more on the milky side. I have purchased this several times. I have a full bottle. I'm not currently using it. My hair isn't as long as it used to be, so I don't have as much breakage as I used to have. It's a good product, but currently I'm just not working it into my routine. Okay, next up I have something from Hask. This is something I picked up at Walgreens. It's their Purifying Conditioner. It cleanses and clarifies. It's free of sulfates and parabens. It's their charcoal with citrus oil. This almost had like a cooling effect on it. It did have like little bits of charcoal that you could see in it. I'm not really sure that it did a whole lot for clarifying. This is their conditioner. I did have a shampoo of it, but it looks like we went through that first because that may have been in a prior Empties. But I do enjoy Hask products, so if you guys haven't tried any, I would encourage you to try some if you're on the lookout for new hair care stuff. Next up is from Matrix. It's their the Biolage line. This is their Smoothing Shine Milk. It's just a moisturizing shine spray. I like spray options for my hair just so it's like really quick. Like I can just layer the items that I want in my hair and move on. So this I really did enjoy. I haven't repurchased it or anything yet. I picked up a different one, I believe it's just from the regular Matrix line, not the Biolage line that I'm currently using, but I did enjoy this. Then next up I have just a couple of random things. If you guys have husbands who are growing beards, boyfriends, things like that, my husband's been really enjoying this Gibbs Guys Into Beard Stuff is what it says on here. The scent is called Voodoo Prince. It's beard, hair, and tattoo oil. And this retails at the salon store. Cost-wise is about $10, so I don't know where you can actually purchase it at full price. You might be able to get it off of Gibbs's website. But my husband likes the blue one and the red one, and a couple of pumps in it just really helps moisturize the skin and keep their beard hydrated. It is an oil, but then it has like a nice like manly scent. So just thought I'd throw that out there. Then I have an empty of the, of course it's an empty, all of these should be empty. The Agave Sugar Lip Scrub by Bite Beauty. I got this in a set. I do not like this. I don't know if it's just because this is a sample size, but if this got turned at all in my drawer that I keep most of the stuff in the bathroom, it leaked out of here, and the scrub itself I just feel like is difficult to work with. The grits are very large. I find that pot lip scrubs are just not my favorite. So far I haven't found one that I really, really enjoy. I have picked up the Beauty by Pop Sugar lip scrub, but it's in like a balm formula, and it works really, really nice. It has a nice balm that's in it, so it also really does a good job at softening your lips. But anyway, me and this, we weren't friends. It made messes in my bathroom several times. So I used it all, but some of it leaked. So next up I have the Yes to Cotton Micellar Cleansing Water, or Micellar Cleansing Water, however you want to say it. I liked this. I haven't repurchased one from the Yes to line. I do like the container though that these come in because it has that little push down top. Currently I do have the Bioderma. Is it Bioderma? I don't know. The one with the red cap, the pink cap, everyone talks about. But I got it off of Amazon. This one I enjoyed. It did a really good job and it didn't irritate my skin at all, and it was just a nice micellar water. Next up I have something from Aqua Skincare. This was sent to me by the company a while back, and this is their anti-pollution, they are the anti-pollution experts, but this is their Hyaluronate Prestine Serum. I did a full review of their items. I will link it if you guys are interested, but recently I had a breakout on my skin. If you're an avid watcher of my channel, I did share that. And this is one of the items that helped bring my skin back and just really helped hydrate it. So after my skin was back to normal, I just kind of continued on that journey and just finished this up. So I did enjoy it. It was just a nice hydrating serum. Next up I used a full one of the Clinique Take the Day Off. This I also used to help my skin, but I really liked this balm and I would absolutely repurchase it. It just was a really nice way to cleanse my skin first, get that makeup off, and then move on to a regular cleanser or an exfoliating cleanser. However, I tried the Pixi Nourishing Cleansing Balm, and this I do not like. We are not friends. It feels very greasy. It doesn't break down and get milky like this one does, and it leaves like a really greasy film on your hands. It doesn't, like I said, break down with the water. You're supposed to remove it with a washcloth. I feel like if you were going to use this as like a morning cleanse and your skin it didn't have makeup and stuff on it, it would be fine. but that's not what I bought it for. That was not the intent. I wanted to try it in place of the Clinique item, and it's not the same. So it's not empty, but I'm not going to continue to use it. We are not friends. So the next item from Physicians Formula I do really like. This is the Rosé All Day Oil-Free Serum. It brightens and tightens. I really liked this. It had a nice rosy scent. However, I think Physicians Formula is doing themselves a disservice with this packaging. They should have this serum in a pump. I'm not sure what the reasoning is for putting it in a dropper, but I don't feel like it comes out the best in this type of packaging in this format. I feel like a pump would do much better, and I would feel like I could get it all at the end. I was just kind of doing this kind of thing, but I would absolutely rebuy this. Next up, I have something from The Ordinary. This is their Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA Surface Hydration Formula. This was okay. I wouldn't rebuy it. I don't feel like it did anything super fantastic for my skin. It was not a super heavy cream, but it was on the heavier side. Like, it felt thick, not heavy on the skin. But I just didn't feel like it did anything like stand out. My skin I didn't feel like wowed by it after I put it on. So that's all I have to say about that. Next up, I have this Pixi Glow Day Dew. This is okay. I don't like it for my face. I don't mind putting it on my body where I want a little bit of a glow, but on my face, the consistency of this moisturizer, it's just not the best. It doesn't layer the best underneath my makeup. I did use it all, but I won't rebuy this. Next up, I have this e.l.f. Acne Fighting Gel. I really like this. It's just a little roll-on thing. It's a nice thing to just kind of toss with you when you travel, just in case if you break out, you just roll it on. And it has a 2% salicylic acid in there. So I like it. I've purchased it several times, but I don't have it right now because I have other acne ones that I'm working through. Then next up, I have BareMinerals Brilliant Future Age Defense and Renew Eye Cream. This is formulated with manganese and vitamin C plus Chayahu extract. I'm not exactly sure what all that is, but it was a nice lightweight eye cream. It wasn't super heavy. I could put this on morning and night, and it did a really good job at just hydrating my under eyes. I'm not going to rebuy it right now though, because I do have other eye creams, but this was a nice one. So then this is also not an empty, but I thought I would share it. I did switch to the La Vanilla deodorant, and it's been working for me. It's the first natural deodorant that worked. However, at one point when I was trying drugstore natural deodorants, I was on the full end of the spectrum. I was stinking so bad that I decided I'm going to go clinical strength. And so I bought this clinical strength Secret Invisible Solid and Clean Lavender. However, I got a very severe rash on my underarms from this, so I wouldn't recommend it if you have sensitive skin. I typically don't. But this did irritate my skin. Even if I use it like once or twice and go back to something not so intense, it still is no good. So I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. You guys know that I like these. I have them almost in every Empties video. Unfortunately, right now I don't have one in use because I have a MAC Fix Plus that I picked up. Some kind of an Ulta deal, but I do like it. Then I have the La Vanilla Pure Vanilla, the Healthy Body Butter. And this I got in an Ipsy or something a long time ago. This has turned, it doesn't smell good anymore, but it's probably like about to here. So I did use that. I won't go out of my way to buy it though. And then if you guys are wondering, you're probably not, because you're just like, oh, she's not using body wash? I don't see any body stuff, soaps and stuff in her Empties. So I thought I would share with you guys that I have switched over to using bar soap. So if you don't see like body washes a lot in my Empties video, that is why. But I thought maybe I would share the ones that I've been picking up. Me and my daughter have really enjoyed going to like TJ Maxx and picking out soaps and stuff there. She likes picking out the scents and we use that. So the last one that we picked out, and that's currently in our shower, is this one by, Asquith and Somerset? Asquith and Somerset? I don't know. But it's their deeply moisturizing luxury soap in the scent Moon Shadow. And it just has like a nice clean scent to it, slightly perfumey, but not like on the old lady perfumey or like floral perfumey. It kind of reminds me of something that should be like named Beachside or, you know, Summer Breeze, that kind of thing. It's just a really nice light one. And they're only $3.99 at TJ Maxx. So this is the current one we're using. Okay, so last up we have just the sheet masks and things that I've used. Now you guys know, if you've watched any of my empties, I really enjoy like the Tony Moly masks. All right, so I have their Refreshing I'm Orange sheet mask. Then I have the I'm Lemon sheet mask, which this is the brightening. Then we have their Pore Care, which I really like. This is their I'm Real Red Wine sheet mask. Then we have the Elasticity. It's the pomegranate sheet mask. I have 2 of those. And then we have the Vitalizing I'm Rose sheet mask. And next up we have a couple of these from Bliss. It's called their That's Incredipeel Spa Strength Glycolic Resurfacing Pads to smooth and brighten. I got a sample, actually 2 samples with the 21 Days of Beauty, and I really enjoyed it so much that I bought a box when I think they went on sale shortly after the 21 Days of Beauty, and I was like, oh man, I already bought so much, but I really liked these, so I did buy them, and I use them every now and again. I also picked these up at the 21 Days of Beauty. This is the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. And you get a little box, you get a couple of sets. I think I purchased 2 boxes of them, and I really enjoy them. They're like more like the jelly type texture. These ones have like almost like a fabric backing on them, and they stay really nice and hydrating the whole entire time so they don't dry out. And then I have this sheet mask. I don't really know how to pronounce the brand. Kaolian, but it's their Pore Ritual Pore Trouble sheet mask. It smooths, balances, and it says blemish. So it's supposed to take care of all that stuff. I got it at Goodwill, but it's a Target brand. This is just an aloe sheet mask by some random brand. A Yes to Cotton. It protects and minimizes irritation, ultra sensitive and allergy prone skin. Comforting sheet mask. It's okay. The Yes to sheet masks don't fit very well, so I won't be repurchasing them. And these are finally gone. I got these at TJ Maxx. This is by Global Beauty Care. They're under eye pads with vitamin C. I didn't like these. They're like that sheet mask material, but just in an eye patch. I don't like them. They're super saturated, which is great, but then they just kind of like keep sliding down your face. Yeah, so they're gone. I did use them, but I won't rebuy these. But that's everything. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys are interested in any of my other empties, I will go ahead and link it in the eye for you guys, and you can check that out. I have a whole playlist of all my empties. And thanks so much for taking time out of your day and watching one of my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're new, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in my little community, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!